Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. I'm trying something slightly different today for how I'm gonna keep up with chat so that I can have a bigger space on my monitor here to see my reference image for today's chibi. Unfortunately, it's not popping. There we go. I've been waiting for the Twitch app to pop up the thing it always gives me to... Let's see. Is this chat? I've got my phone in Japanese for practice, and I'm not used to seeing this. It's not showing my... I was hoping to be able to see my own video, too. Oh, it wants me to rate the app. No, don't bother me with that. Let's see. How can I see my own stream? Sabusuku. I don't know what that is. Sabusuku. Oh, subscriptions. Okay. How do I see my own stream? Haha! Figured it out how to click on my own page. Yosh. Okay, this is what I wanted. Oh, I gotta turn off the sound on my phone. It'll be a loop of sound. There. So, I got that. There on my phone stand. So hopefully I can see the chat. And also, then I'm not having to turn my head like this way all the time to see chat. The chat will be in front and I just have to kind of look up. It's very weird to see my hands doing what they were doing like a minute after they were doing it. It's okay though. Alright, so today's Friday. That means we're going to do a chibi. And it's actually exactly Deku's birthday from My Hero Academia, my favorite series anime. And I've never done Deku chibi before, so I thought this year I would actually do something for his birthday. I'm going to draw him as a chibi. I found a reference image already. And so I just need to get my materials out. First thing, I think I'll just use my sketchbook, what I've been using for all my other recent chibis. Get that out. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting low on pages. There we go. Oh, that's okay. We did a add-on drawing for 4th of July, and the marker seems to have leaked through to the next page a bit, but I think it'll be okay because there's this whole area right here. I'll just make sure to, this will be my margin today and I'll work right here. And I think I'll just take the page out. That's been working really well for me to just take the page out and then I don't have to worry about my hand hanging off the edge and it's really uncomfortable or hard to keep control on the pen or whatever. Okay. Let's get this page out. In fact, maybe I'll go on the back. Yeah, I'll just draw it on the back, then I don't have to worry about the bleed through from the previous drawing at all. Okay, so there's my page. And close my sketchbook. And of course I'm going to start with some ink. Oh, I have my just basic sketching and drawing kit in here. With my usual handy supplies. Always can rely on these. I'll get this out in case no, stop falling down page. Okay, got my gum eraser, my kneaded eraser. And I'll use this mechanical pencil, and then I'll have this open in case I want anything else from it. Put it here so you can see what supplies I might pick. Okay, so I've got pencil, got eraser, and a million other erasers in here. 1, 2, 3 other erasers. What else? Got my reference image. Yeah, I think that's all I need to start. I picked a simpler reference image on purpose with the hope that I could actually finish this in one session today rather than what it's often been I keep taking at least 2 Chibi Friday sessions, so about 4 hours to finish a chibi, which is a long time for such a little drawing. Hopefully I can finish this faster. I specifically picked his school uniform. It's a simpler design than his like hero outfits, and there's just standard sort of anime style shading on it, so it should be quicker than some of the other ones I've been doing recently. But who knows? Maybe I'll just end up filling that time with working on the details or something. We'll find out. So for my chibis, I always start with a circle for the head, and then that dictates the placement of the body, which is always much smaller for my chibis. So I'm just going to do a line to indicate where the spine is, sort of, and then his little legs running, one running forward, one running backward, kicking up, and then the foot landing and the foot hanging down, and then his arm. So let's see, so his torso will be twisting back this way. So this goes like that, and then it's bent at the elbow, and then his little hand. So let's put this, then the other shoulder is swinging forward. Oh, Sarah! Oh, okay. Listening on mobile, about to go grocery shopping, so I'll mostly be lurking. Well, thank you for joining me anyway. It's really nice to know that somebody's here, and I'm not just filling the air for potential future viewers on YouTube or something. Not that I am against my future viewers on YouTube, but it's much easier when there's someone here right now in the moment. Not be alone. I'm not alone. Okay, so I've got the basic shapes for all the body. Since it's such an active pose, I'm making the arms and legs a lot longer than I normally would for a chibi. But it's still got that, still fits in the same, I usually do the head and body 1-to-1 ratio. And it's still well within the 1-to-1. So now I'm going to put some guidelines on the head to help me with placing the facial features. I haven't been able to watch your streams because I work Wednesday and missed you on Fridays lately. Oh, that's okay. I'm just really thankful that you always come back anyway, or like you stop in to just say, I don't know, like, Sarah, every time. I'm so happy I see your name in there. No. I am really grateful that you stop in at all, even if it's just to like say hi real quick. Hearts. So many hearts. Yep, sometimes it's really hard when there's nobody at all, or you know, maybe there's someone but they don't chat, and of course, like, I would never force anybody to chat, but I'm like, I don't want it to be boring. I don't want it to be just silence. So I've got to, like, I'm not constantly, okay, I gotta say what I'm thinking and make sure that it's something that would be interesting, make sure that it makes sense, and then also like paying attention to what I'm drawing. But if there's actually a presence, even, you know, even though we're so far away and over a digital platform, it really does make a difference inside of my head. Massage means I can't get distracted by the internet on my phone since I'm in a session touch people. Yeah, no, yes, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sad I missed the lucky dips though, since those are on Wednesdays. Well, hopefully I can get caught up, and if you're ever interested, you could watch the recordings later on YouTube. Although I turned off comments on YouTube recently, so I don't know. 'Cause you always gave me such great comments before when I was posting regularly. But I get so many spam comments, and I get more spam comments than legit comments. So just turn comments off. Like, I'm so tired of checking these comments and getting rid of them, and it's just a huge waste of time. It would be cool if somehow I could catch you. Although I've worked it out so that my schedule actually fits regular live streaming, but someday we'll be able to chat and live stream more often. I don't dislike the chibi art, but I love the randomness from the Lucky Dips and how creative and free you get to be. Yeah, it's such a... I think that... So this is how I think of my two topics that I stream. That the chibis are like my my personal indulgence, and I get to have fun at the end of the week. That the Lucky Dips, oh, they're fun too. They're also really challenging, and I'm using materials that I don't often use a lot, and I have to... It really works my creative muscles in my brain in a way that chibis don't, because chibis are just a set thing that I do, and so I feel like it's an important part of my overall art routine to do those. And then of course it's fun if I can chat with people at the same time and not just do it only as a professional exercise or something. I can write you a letter while I watch lol and send my comments with timestamps. Oh, that would be so funny. I would have the letter and watch my own video, or maybe I would skip to the timestamps, like, oh, okay, and then read the next line. Oh, Exy, hello! Wow, two people with me right now. I'm so happy. How are you? I guess, Sarah, I didn't ask how you are either, because we just straight into the conversation. How is everybody? It's Friday. Well, it's Friday here. Exy, I imagine. It might be, it's probably Saturday? I don't know how time zones work. I shouldn't use my hand. I should use my brush to wipe away the little eraser crumbs. Okay. So the back of the head, I'm a little bit... I think I need to bring this jawline down a little bit, or maybe bring the arms up. Because with my chibis, the head just basically rests on the shoulders. There's no neck, but here, there's going to have to be a neck. So I think I'm going to bring up the shoulders, at least on this side. That way I can still maintain the jawline that I've got, which I like, but not have to draw a neck. And it's not... I don't draw necks or noses unless it's like super important to the character design. I'm waiting for Tom to finish his phone call so I can go out to buy groceries. Oh, well, maybe his phone call will take a long time and he'll be able to stick around for the whole thing. Sir Exy, doing alright. Oh, good. 17 minutes into Saturday. Oh, how am I doing? Oh, I'm so happy that it's Friday. Yay! This was my first week back after vacation. It was a lot harder than I expected to return to my normal workflow. So it's like nice to be able to do a little fan art to end the week, which I avoided fan art for a long time because I didn't want that to become my thing. I wanted to make sure I was making enough original art too, but now I found a way to fit it in, like with these chibi drawings. And I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm finally gonna watch the live action Mulan, and hopefully it's good. No spoilers, guys, but I was so looking forward to live action Beauty and the Beast, and then I was so disappointed by it. So hopefully that doesn't happen with a live action Mulan. I have high hopes. The trailers and stuff all looked really good, so well, hopefully I don't do my hopes too high, and then it's partially my fault for expecting too much. But come on, it's Disney. They've got the capability to make an amazing thing. Okay, doing a little sleeve. No, I'm taking away the sleeve. I realize I need to flesh out the limbs first, because already doing just this sort of wireframe sort of thing is not, I need to build the clothes on top of the body, not build the clothes on top of the wireframe. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what's going on through my head. You like Beauty and the Beast? You like Mulan less because it felt so serious. Well, maybe it'll be the opposite for me then. Because Beauty and the Beast, I was like, so maybe I'll actually like Mulan because of that. Beauty and the Beast, I was like, and the amazing cast and everything. I was like, yeah, I'm so excited for this. I want to just go back and watch the cartoon version. Okay. Getting some little legs in here. Little feetsies. Let's see. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think that the body would probably go like this. Because the school jacket is pretty. There's plenty of room to move in it, so it's not skin tight or anything. And again, it's a chibi. It's not that big of a deal. The anatomy can just be close enough because it's such crazy proportions in the first place. I did not like Mushu in the animated Mulan, but with only humans it felt less Disney. That's just me. We don't have to line perfectly in our lives and dislikes. It's fine. Yep. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how it's gonna unfold. I've been catching up on lots of movies recently. We decided recently to make Friday movie night. And I use my little, I have like a little Toy Story, well, you can't really tell the size what I'm trying to illustrate, but it's like a mini theater style popcorn maker that makes one popcorn bucket of popcorn per each thing, and it has the little kettle with the thing that goes around, and you put the popcorn kernels in the oil in it, and it pops out just like at the theater. And so I've been making popcorn in that, and then we get, we've been getting like theater style candy and sodas and all this stuff to like make it a proper movie theater style experience. So I've been watching lots of movies every Friday. A new movie that I haven't seen before. Okay, so I think I have got the body pretty good, and the head is still bothering me. I think it's because the back isn't connecting to the front. It needs to be like a more of a one big circle thing. I think that, oh yeah, that's looking much better. That's so much better. Yes. Erase that line there. I mean, this part will be covered up by his hair anyway for the most part, I think. A little hair flying out here and there. Okay, now, time to put these school uniform on. So the jacket of course the loosest thing because it's the top layer of clothing, and this is why I decided to redraw this, because I drew it like maybe only half that width last time. Definitely needed this lines of the body to be able to create an appropriately sized jacket for him. Okay, and the jacket technically has two lines on the cuff, But since it's a chibi, it's so small, I'm just going to put the 1. And then his shirt sleeve is sticking out under that. It's smaller, but still it's not skin tight. There's space between the edge of the wrist and the edge of the sleeve. Okay, and I think this is good for his little paw because my chibi hands don't usually have fingers unless it's really important to like do some movement or something, have a symbol, a hand sign or something. Okay, and so now we've got his tie here. He always has this funky giant tie. And it's flying back because he's running forward. Boop. There. That's good. And then his lapel. School uniform jacket. And it's buttoned. He's always got his uniform on properly. So it's not flying back or anything because it's buttoned up. And then let's see, it goes down to about here and there. Oh, interesting. So based on this picture, it actually is unbuttoned at the bottom button. Because one button is on this side and one is on that side. It doesn't really look like it very much, but I'm going to draw it flying back a little bit more because of that. One button. Here's the other one. Second button. Okay, it comes down and then it goes actually a pretty high angle right here. And then where the sleeve connects, it makes some wrinkles. Okay. Yay! Only thing, I'm gonna change this button. It's a little far down. Oh, Tom's wrapping up. Okay, have a great time grocery shopping. Be safe out there. You said you were grocery shopping, right? I think that's what you said. Yeah, grocery shopping. And maybe if you get done fast, I'll still be streaming. Who knows? Not that I'm trying to make you come back or whatever, but if you feel like it, I'll be here, maybe. Oh, okay. I'll still be here listening. But we need dinner food. I'm still here. Yay! Okay, I'll try to make it interesting for you. It'll just be my typical rambling though, so hopefully that's interesting enough. Okay, so jacket's swinging about from running. Okay, I'm gonna erase some of these body indicator lines so I can get a better idea of what it looks like overall. You're not alone. Rambles for the win. Yay! Yeah, actually, I don't talk. Now that you have reminded me of that, I'm gonna sip of my tea. I don't talk that much throughout the day on an everyday basis. And then so when I do these live streams, it's so much socialization if somebody is here with me and talking so much that a lot of times I'm like, oh, my throat's sore after I'm done. So I haven't talked that much all week combined. Okay, getting this other arm in here. I really like about the My Hero Academia art style how sharp it is. It's very pointy. Something about that. I really like it. actually talk a lot during massage sessions. If the person on my table wants to talk, of course. So when I'm home, I don't talk very much. And Tom whines about how we don't talk anymore. Sometimes you need a break. You need a break from talking. Just want to be quiet for a while. That's funny though. Here I have a massage therapist, and she, I'm quiet most of the time, but she is also, like, I have found that she can be quite talkative if I have something to talk about. Like this one time, I was expecting a package all day, and it was like, oh, we'll be delivered between this time and this time. And I'm like, oh, please be delivered at the beginning of the window, not at the end, because it's massage time. Because it's a home visit massage therapist. And nope, it came right during the massage. So I was like, oh, thank you for getting the door and everything. Like, I'm on the massage table and stuff. So we talked a lot during that massage, talking about the package delivery, signature confirmation and stuff. I get all the chatter out of my system when my clients want to talk. Some people, it's distressing for them to talk about things that aren't their daily life. That stresses them out. Well, you become a sort of other kind of, become a talk therapist as well, unofficially. Let's see. So there's the seams here indicated with lines, and there's also a pocket. You can't really see the pocket on the other side. Confused about the reference image, what the jacket is doing right here. I keep redrawing it because I feel like I'm not getting it right. I guess that's something that I do learn from my chibi drawings, is it's kind of like a master study, since I always use some sort of reference image. So I'm practicing by copying and adapting the existing image to my own style. It's not working. Why doesn't this look right? I'm gonna get this. Oh, of course. I just lost your whole message. Oh, Massage Story Audio's Wi-Fi cut out as I drove away. Well, I can tell you it again. I don't remember what I even said though. I think I was talking about, I'm normally quiet during my massage sessions, but I ended up having a lot to talk about with my massage therapist when the package delivery ended up being exactly during the massage, and she had to sign for my package. Okay, and he's got really floppy pants, and they're tucked into his boots. That's the only thing that's not that good of a reference, is his boots. This picture is a bunch of people running, and they're kind of covered up, but it's so small, I think I can just fudge it, and it'll be good enough. Pew. With the little shoelaces on there. She came to your house. Yeah, I've got it's mobile massage therapy, and she does home visits. So I don't have to leave my house. I don't have to deal with, like, the biggest thing with going out to get a massage for me that really sucks is that I am so anxious in traffic that I get there and I'm super wound up, and then yeah, I get the nice massage and it's so nice, and then I have to drive home and it's like completely erases everything that just happened. So when I found someone who would do at-home massage and the reviews looked legit and stuff, so you know, making sure that this is like a legit operation and not something shady, but yep, I was very happy with that because I truly get to enjoy the relaxation and everything properly. I'm redoing the whole legs here because these were just too long and wasn't looking chibi enough once I added the clothing. So let's do this again. Yeah, for social anxiety and stuff, I can see the appeal. As a massage therapist, I'm too scared and too short to go to a random house and have to carry all my stuff. I think about that for her too. Like, it's so wonderful that she's willing to do this. She's always off doing different massage trainings and stuff too. So she's like really, I think she's been doing this for 15 years or something, according to her website. But who knows, maybe she does a little research to make sure the person contacting her seems legit too. I would. See, like, I don't know, if somebody wanted at-home art lessons or something, then I would definitely want to check them out. I don't mind if somebody wants to check me out if I'm asking them to come to my house. Oh. Grocery store only a mile away, so I texted at a stop sign now here, so being safe. Oh, good, good. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, no texting while driving. I don't know. I was always kind of on edge with driving and stuff in the first place, ever since I learned how to drive. And then all these things have happened. So I got rear-ended once when the person behind me wasn't paying attention when traffic stopped and totaled my car, which was actually my dream car, a very modest dream car, just a 2006 red Ford Mustang, totaled. So sad. I took such good care of it and stuff, and just nope, it took one inattentive driver to completely destroy it. And then another time I saw a really horrible accident happen right in front of me as we were driving by. Like, it happened right in front of us, and the car that got hit just swung around like in circles across the other lanes of traffic, and I was so disturbed that we turned around to make sure that the person was okay, and by the time we got turned around, the police were already there, and all that little stuff just makes me feel so like I'm like white knuckle driving. So I really prefer not to drive if I can help it. So yes, so grateful for the mobile massage therapy. This boot is looking a little off. I can't figure out what it is. But maybe it doesn't matter that much because it's so small, and I'm also, this is just supposed to be for fun, so it doesn't need to be perfect. The only thing I will do is make these poofy parts of the pants a little bigger. He always has this look like his clothes are a little bit too big for him. Okay, I think that's good. And then, so the hand here. And this hand. I think I will at least just show a thumb. For some reason that feels right. show the thumb, and the rest is just like a little mitten. Now I can't see what I did here because I did too many lines. I'm gonna try it again. I'm a defensive driver and get stressed out on the road too. I'm glad to hear that though. It's nice to hear when other people express that they care about being a good driver too. My brother talks about it a lot, and I'm like, good. There's at least 2 of us who care in this area. Okay, so I see what it is. The hand and the arm need to... Okay. I'm gonna redraw this hand. It was bothering me. The hand didn't look like it was connecting to the arm right, and I see it's like this line. I need to indicate this. I don't know if you even saw. Yes, okay. I couldn't tell if that was showing on the camera or what. Okay. There. Oh, yes. That's better. Take another sip of my delicious tea. I've started cold brewing tea overnight and it works so nice. Now I have a whole gallon of perfect green tea. Well, not a gallon anymore because I filled my water bottle up with it. But anyway, you just like, you can make a whole gallon of tea and not have to like boil the water or anything. Just leave it in there overnight, take it out in the morning, and it's like perfect. Okay, is that everything on his outfit? There are buttons on the cuff that you can see here, but it's so small, I'm not going to try putting those there. It's just like the second line on the uniform. I'm going to just let it be. I will draw these lines here to indicate these. Oh, I don't know what these little shoulder things are called. Well, anyway, they're little shoulder things. That's what they're called now, shoulder things. No lines to indicate those. Okay, body is done. Yay! Now, he already has very chibi-like facial features, like giant eyes. So I think I'm gonna make his eyes like really big because his character design is already that. Like, just his eyes are huge. Okay, and then really big, happy, open mouth. Yay! I think maybe moving the mouth back. Let's see. Ow! I hit my knuckle. I hit my knuckle on my other table. I was reaching down to put the little eraser shavings in there. I say shavings. They're not really shavings though, are they? They're, what are they? Crumbs? I guess I'll call them crumbs. And interestingly, even though I mentioned earlier, My Hero Academia art style is so jagged and squarey, the facial expressions are one area where it's not. The mouths are always very round, even on the corners, like so rounded, and the eyes are super round. Never noticed that until now. I've always noticed like the jagged lines for hands and like Bakugo, his fingernails you can see in this picture, and they're like squares. They're just squares on his fingers. But even Bakugo's mouth is so round. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna imitate that a bit and round these corners. Okay, I think that's good. Let's do the actual eyes, not just these creepy placeholder circles. And Deku-kun has this circle goes almost all the way around his eye. The eyelashes go around in almost a complete outline. wonder if I need to move the eyes back. I have to move the eyes back. I like tapping the eraser on the little eraser crumbs and then it picks them up. And it's so easy to put it in the trash can instead of swiping it all over the floor, which I still do sometimes anyway, but I try not to because I don't like to. I like my space to be clean. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move this eye back, and then this one so that it's not touching the edge of the face. It's kind of hard to get this super round eyes that Deku has. Oh, it stops here. Okay, let's erase that, erase that. So if it touches the edge of the face, it makes it just a little more difficult. Now, the lashes are a little thicker up top. And it's just like a thicker line. But it's mostly just one C-shaped line, letter C. And he has just a relatively small pupils. I guess since it's a chibi though, I'm gonna make them big. But now I'm looking at it, I gotta move the mouth too. This is something that would be easier if I was doing this on computer instead of redrawing, but whatever. The more I redraw it, the more practice I'm getting. Okay. Draw this mouth for a third time. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna give him bigger irises than normal because this is Chibi Deku. Oh, that's pretty cute. Okay, indicate the highlights. This one I want to make further down. I want it to match the other side better. There we go. Wait. His eyes are green, so he needs pupils. He needs pupils. Alright, that doesn't make sense what I did. I like it to make sense with pupils. The pupils are just a hole in the middle of the iris. Like physically, that's what it is. So I really like to make sure the pupil is placed properly, even if it's just a drawing. Here we go. I feel like it's not gonna look like him until I get that hair on there, but he's got his freckles. Just like me. Well, I don't have the perfect little 4 freckles on each side still. And his little eyebrows are so excited. Little up eyebrows, really small, thin, short and thin. His eyebrows. I'm gonna match better. Yay. That's nice. That's nice. And this will look over. I think that's good. Okay. Any other facial features? I've got his ear. I've got Well, I think I'll redraw this ear a little lower. There, yeah. Maybe that's what was bothering me before about the placement of the back of the head. And maybe I will make his jaw a little... Nah. Okay, I'm gonna erase that. I tried it and I prefer this one. I think though I just take this side. There. Okay. Time for the final crowning in a sort of literal way feature. His hair. So his hair is very spiky. They call it curly in the anime and the manga, but it's like a jagged. Well, I think it's that hard-edged general style. And he's got one coming down in the middle. And parts right there, and then there's another one up a little higher. Then he has one sticking up like that. And the only other one that's coming down onto his face, kind of like bangs, is right here. And then, out from the round of his side of his head, trying to get the distance right. This is something that I've found. It's really hard to do. So I've drawn Deku before. I've never done a Deku Chibi, well, at least that I can remember. But I've just drawn him before, and it's hard to get the sides of his hair quite right. So I'm drawing this line here to try to help myself do that. And up. And then it comes down some more, and then it's up again. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. And then work my way back down to the bottom. Try to help with the proportion by not just working from one direction. 1, 2, 3. So there's only 3 more like spikes of hair here. So 1. This one comes out. 2. And then 3. Fix up these lines a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, it was the hair. The hair really helps make it look like Deku-kun. Oh, look at that. It just becomes him immediately. I'm not even quite halfway done with the hair, and it just looks so much like him now. Okay, so the back of his hair in this reference image is actually just like not even touching his neck. It's flying out from partway up his ear. So let's put some small ones down here. And what do we have up here? There's like a 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. Okay, let's draw that. And this is like the highest point of his hair, like going this way. This is as tall as it gets right here. Then it starts curving down around the back of his head. Okay. There's just like one big spike here, and then 2 small ones and a sort of bigger one here. Okay. Okay, I'll draw this other bigger one. Just hangs out over that little piece of hair there. There's just 2 filling up this space. And it curls like this. And then this one is like a kind of almost a square shape. It's kind of flat. I think I'll raise up this part, but I'll erase these guidelines first, get a better idea of how it's looking overall. Because I think I like the width. But I don't know, maybe I just like it the way it is, even though it's not as round as the reference image. You look like a little mad scientist. Okay, there are so many eraser crumbs on here. I'm just gonna take the page over to my little trash can here and swipe it directly in. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, we have a whole hour to go. There's still hope that I could finish a chibi in a single streaming session instead of needing 2. Now come on, last little bits of eraser shavings. Eraser crumbs. There we go. No, stop flying down. This page always flies down. Aw, I just said thank you. Thank you for asking to the only other customer I had contact with in a grocery store that was wearing a mask. She was very confused and then she thanked me too. That's nice. Ooh, I'm so wary. I try not to go out at all if I can. But I do really appreciate it when I do go out and I see people wearing their masks and yay! So I wear my mask. I always wear my mask. Because I've been thinking for a long time that there are plenty of other sicknesses that go around that we could reduce if we just sort of made it standard to just wear a mask, like less colds and less flus and everything. I think that would be nice. So I hate getting sick, and I have not gotten sick at all. At least not with like a respiratory illness. I've gotten like I think I ate some bad food, but I haven't gotten some sort of respiratory thing since the pandemic started. So let me see. What am I doing here? I'm getting confused. So this is this one. This is this one. Okay, I went way too far up and too far over. Need to fix this. So yeah, anyway, I like not being sick. Okay. I see what it is. This needs to be farther. I need to get rid of this line too. Oh, thank you for masking. I figured it was something like that. Stupid autocorrect. Okay, this needs to flow much farther over. There we go. Sweeps gently upwards and down. And then we've got this one. Okay. Whoop. And then I'll redo this one too, so it's looking kind of flat. Once I get this done, I'll be ready to ink. You're so mean. That's so mean. Oh. I don't want to see their ugly faces anyway. This is funny. Alright, Deku's hair, let's do this. This is the last piece. Give me a little bit of trouble. Out and down. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna end up redrawing. Oh, I see. I think I have figured out where it's bothering me. Now that I've redrawn all the rest. Yes, yes. This one comes down like this. This one is out and down and in. And this one needs to jut out a little more. I didn't draw that like that. And then it can go like that. Oh, this one needs to come out more. Dang it, I am like redrawing them all. Okay, that's good enough. It's just fan art. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm telling this to myself so that I can move on. Ah, that's pretty cute. Okay, that's good. I will need this again, but I can put my... Oh, but I kind of like to leave it out. I'll leave my pencil out because I like to put my instruments next to the piece and then I take a picture, post it on Twitter or whatever so that it will show what I used. Okay, so time to ink this. I'm going to use my regular stuff. I will start with my teeny tiniest one, pigment pen, to do the body and maybe like the freckles and so on. I don't know, the freckles are on the face, so it could be a little bit bigger. Well, definitely for the body. Okay, where am I going to start though? I'm going to start with the feet. This is kind of confused. This drawing is a little bit confusing. I trust myself. I can do this. The shoe around the back. Lines to indicate the shoelaces, and then the tongue of the shoe. Pants. And the wrinkles in the pants. Baggy pants sticking out of the shoes. And the back leg. Wrinkles there. And the shoelaces again. And yeah, this is where I was having a little trouble, but I think I've got it. Yeah, that's alright. Good enough. Good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. On the jacket. And the other button. The tie. labels. Did I get everything? Well, except for the arms, obviously. I haven't done that yet, but... Yep, okay. Moving on to the arms. And stripes on the arms. Oh yeah, I don't want to forget these little... I know the name for these things that go on the shoulders. I can't think of what they are, though. Little tiny fists. Little tiny chibi fists. Okay. I think that's all of the... body. I think that's all the body. Okay. This one, or should I just go straight to... I'll do this one for the base facial features, and then I'll use a brush pen for the hair, and then to like enhance the eyelashes and stuff. I realized I didn't draw him any teeth. Okay, I'm gonna take a second to draw his teeth in. Can't believe that I neglected that. Aw, that's cute. Yay. That makes a big difference. Even though the original art does not have any division between the top and the bottom eyelashes. Putting a little break there. Just a tiny little boop. Okay, and then the freckles. Now it's time for brush pen. I wonder what size would be good. Yeah, I'll start with this smaller size and then see what I think. And it always works best for me if I move the page around when I do brush pen inking, because if I try to move the pen to get the angles I want, I can't get the interesting brush strokes, which is the whole for me, the whole reason to use a brush pen in the first place. That interesting change in line width just from adding or removing pressure. I need to be pulling the pen towards me, basically, to control it the way I want. Whew, I gotta change my position. My back's starting to hurt. You're getting so intense on this. Is this character from that Hero anime? Yep, My Hero Academia, my favorite anime show now. Well, I say now, but it's been my favorite anime show for years. So ever since I got introduced to it from the local anime club, and gosh, that was like in 2018 or 19, and just, ever since. Yep, this is Deku Midoriya Izuku. It's his birthday today. So I put it in my calendar. Oh, it's Deku-kun's birthday. I'm gonna do his chibi. It's amazing that it falls exactly on Chibi Friday. Almost done. There. Now I shall erase the pencil and then see what I've got left. Can't open my eraser case. It's sealed shut by the eraser itself. Grr, I did it. That's the one thing that's tough about when you have the nice, relatively fresh, kneaded eraser. Well, I guess if you got it in a case. Well, I guess if you got it anywhere. It's so sticky. I like to use this to gently pull up as much graphite as possible without rubbing the page, because that even if you can't tell that much, rubbing the page with an eraser is taking away from the page itself, and of course if you do too much then it will ruin the page itself. But just pushing down on this and lifting up the graphite gets a lot of it, and then you don't have to do as much of that abrasive rubbing action with a plastic eraser or whatever other kind. Plus there's no eraser shavings. No eraser crumbs comes off of this one. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to erase more specifically. once I get done with this, I'll sweep all these crumbs off and take one more look to make sure there's nothing I missed before I'm done with erasing. It's amazing how much the hair adds to Deku's appearance. I was feeling like he was looking really generic, and then I added the hair, and I'm like, oh, there he is. Let's see, where needs a little bit of extra attention? I might use my even tinier eraser. And for me, it's really important to get as much graphite off as possible, because once you put down the marker, if you notice after the fact, you won't be able to erase that graphite off, or at least I've never been able to. So it's important to get it all taken care of if you don't want it in the final piece. Still some remnants of my initial guidelines showing up there. Gotta hold this up really close. Where his foot was longer, there's still a little bit remaining. All right, that's good enough. Man, I keep hitting my arm on this Velcro pocket on my pants, and it hurts. Like it keeps coming up. Okay. Got all the eraser stuff off. So I'll move this stuff off to the side to make room for my mini markers that are going to be coming out now. Oh wait, they're not coming out yet. There's one more thing. My favorite thing. Maybe I'll just use this one though. I was gonna get a bigger one out. I'll use this one. Watercolors and markers just seal it in. Yep. It's like when you wash something and it has a stain on it, and then I've had this happen so many times, and then you don't notice, and then you dry it in the hot dryer. Well, I don't use hot, but it still gets hot enough even if it's on low. And then it seals the stain in, and it's just impossible to get rid of it from that point on. Feels like the same kind of thing. I love doing this little line on the outside of my chibis. Makes it look like a sticker or something. Like a coloring book page, I don't know. My wedding hoodie has stains on it because it's white and it went through the dryer. But I would feel weird 10 years almost later ordering a new one. I know, you have some sort of anniversary party and then you have like a tie-dyeing event and you tie-dye it and nobody will know. Except for me, because you told me. And everybody who watches this recording. So, like, everybody might know. And then the tie-dye stains everything else in the wash. Okay, I'm taking a look at this, how this is looking. So I'm going to do a line under his chin as well. Give more of a sense of it hanging over the rest of his body. And then also kind of extend this line here, showing that the leg is coming forward in front of the other leg. Same thing with this arm. And then I think I will just put thicker lines on the bottom parts to help give a sense of gravity. The bottom parts of the hair. These ones at top are sticking up pretty good. This one is facing down. Oh, a little eraser shaving that was hiding on a line. Oh no, the ink must have still been wet. Hopefully I can erase that. I got like a little dollop of, there. Got a little blot of ink on my finger from putting it on a still wet part. I had to get my phone closer to see the emojis. Bleep. Bleep, 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 bleep. That's the sound that makes in my head. Bleep, 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 bleep. Dead emoji. I need some chapstick. Freaking lips are so dry all the time recently. I think it's because of the AC, because it's so hot here. The AC is on a lot, so it's a lot of cold air. Cold, dry air. Even though we have a whole home humidifier, but constantly putting on chapstick all day. There's a little part right here that's bugging me. I wonder if I can clean that up a bit. No, looks like it's stuck in there. Okay, well, I tried. It's humid here. Well, you guys are way closer to the coast than we are. I mean, I don't know how close, but there's no doubt. Boise is so far from big bodies of water. Okay, last things. So I think hair looks good. Maybe this line, smooth this line out a little bit. All right, hair looks good. And oh, I forgot about the bangs. All right, add a little bit more to the bangs. Yeah. Yes. See, this is why it always takes me so long to do a chibi, because I always want to just make it look even better. But why rush it? This is my fun time at the end of the week. Why do I have to rush? I don't have to rush. I can just enjoy it. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this and gently bring it down like this along the ear as well. Let's see, he does have really dark shading on his hair. But I can't tell if it's black, if all this dark shading is black, or if it's like really dark green. I think it might be nicer if I make it dark green. Because otherwise there's no black aside from the lines, the outlines on his, well, I guess the inside of his mouth is really dark. Oh, and then like, of course, his pupils. Oh, let's fill in the pupils. Dang, there's a lot of water near you. Yeah, it must be the small river that's making it humid there. I guess we have a river, but yeah, it's rarely humid unless there's an actual storm coming here. No rushing. Only rush on Friday as workers trying to get home. Yep. I can always pick this up next Friday. Weather for us does usually come from the coast, though, so the humid air hits us. Yeah, that's what I would imagine. It's gotta be, because we are on the, never eat soggy waffles. We're on the westernmost border, well, really close to the westernmost border of Idaho, but there's still like the whole state of Oregon in between, and all these western states are really big, so. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more with this smaller pen, like the jacket, to show that the jacket is hanging over the pants, and I don't want it as thick a line as what this brush pen has been giving. A little more subtle. And then same thing with the tie, to show the tie being on top of the jacket. Here, emphasizing on the one side, the sleeve is on top of the body of the jacket. On the other side, the body of the jacket is showing on top of the sleeve. Okay, and then the last thing is to just emphasize the upper eyelashes a little bit. Like in the reference image, they're just the slightest bit more thick than the bottom eyelashes, or the line that represents eyelashes, I guess. Yeah, there we go. I gotta make sure this side is closer to the viewer, but right now this line is thicker, so I need to make this line even thicker than that one. There we go. Yay! I still have half an hour. I don't expect to completely finish this, but I think this is good enough to get started on the marker. I want to give it a little bit of time to dry, but I can get out my, take some of that dry time by getting out my swatch book. See what colors I want to start with. I'm going to stretch my back a little bit too. I think my back is hurting a little more than usual today because I have been doing digital work on my most recent illustration project. So I've been sitting at a computer for a while today. But I guess I sit quite a bit all day, every day, regardless of what I'm doing, but I have to sit in a more set way when it's at the computer. I'm not as free. Ah, delicious. My yummy cold brew green tea. Is it for a commission? Is what for a commission? I don't remember what I said, so I already don't remember what I said that would make you ask that. Oh, my illustration project. Nope. It's my... Oh, I wish. For the monies. Oh, I wish. Someone has expressed interest in buying a print. So, that'll be nice when I finish to sell a print of it. And I'm working on creating art using my most recent set of skills and, you know, all my education now that I have graduated. Because my most recent work is all student work, and that's a big thing. Like, student work isn't necessarily your work, like what you would want in your portfolio, because it's always based on an assignment. The only thing I have like that's schoolwork that I do like in my portfolio is my final senior project, because my professor helped me ensure it would be a project that this isn't just student work, this is a project that I'm going to carry on. It was the animal onomatopoeia pieces, and so I intend to make more and hopefully get enough that I could present it as a book, like a potential book to get published by someone. But yeah, for now I've got two major illustration things I want to do this year. One is like greeting card illustrations, and so this is one of them, is for spring. So I've got birthday, and then I wanted to do 4 more, one for each season, greeting cards. And then the rest of my illustration project for this year is more of those animal onomatopoeias to create like a whole picture book size, picture book amount. Because I think standard pages for picture book is like 36 pages, and so that would be, or maybe it's like 32 once you take out the... Anyway, I'm aiming for 16 of those animal onomatopoeia so that I can fill a sort of average-sized picture book with them and try to present it as a potential publication project. I would buy cards for you, but then I write to you on them. Oh, that's okay. That's not the first time. That won't be the first time I've gotten cards from people that either I gave them as gifts or fellow patrons have been like, it's kind of weird to send you back your own art, but here's a postcard for you, thank you so much, or whatever. Like, oh, now I get to see what it's like to get the postcard in the mail. You're doing enough, though. I so appreciate you are the first person to join my Patreon, and you've been with me the whole time through all my school and everything, like the last 3 years of school and stuff. I would never ask anything else of you. Like, I am so honored that you've stuck by me for all this time. Okay, I'm going to use E00 I'm going to start from light to dark. Stop trying to jump to your death, Chibi Deku. And so I'm going to do the skin tone first. Oh, that's so sad. The last postcard got crunched on the way and a chunk taken out. Yikes. Which one was it? The last one. The last one. I'm doing so much all the time, I can't even remember. The birthday griffin? Oh no, that's so sad. Was it on the front side or the back side, like the message side? I think the only skin showing on Deku is his hands and his face. I want to be really careful around the areas where I put lots of dark, like thicker ink, because it's so easy to, even when it's supposed to be a Copic proof ink, it can still get smeared out if you're not careful. Oh, send me a picture? Okay. I'll look at it after I'm done with this skin tone. Or, well, I don't know when you're sending it, but... I'll look at it when I can, I guess. Oh, no! It's smearing his eye. Don't do it. Man, I thought it had dried long enough, but I guess not. I will tap instead of pulling the marker across because I don't want to freaking... And I gotta get this ink. There's now ink in the tip of this marker. Dang it. Well, I'll just have to fix that up later with some colored pencil on the top. Blend it in. Dang, dude, it keeps pulling it. Maybe this is not Copic proof. I'm pretty sure I've tried it before and it was fine. It is smearing like crazy right now. Okay, tapping, 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 tapping. No pulling. Maybe it just takes that pen a long time to dry or something. Maybe it would be good to do this in 2 parts. So give the ink a decent time to dry, I guess. Or find a different brush pen to use for chibis. Well, there's that. I got a bunch of lines in here because of that. Oh well. It's just how it is. Oh, right. I've been doing little swatches so that I remember exactly which colors I use, especially since probably today I'm going to have to resume marker next week. I'll let that dry for a second. Best part is that it arrived in a We Care baggie. They don't care enough. It was like, I already wrote to you about this, but I'll just tell you it anyway. Occasionally they've been putting a little envelope on a letter from you and it says postage due 30 cents. I'm like, what? Why? And then I'm like shaking my head and, you know, put some coins in there for 30 cents and put it in the mailbox. And like, they have lost so many of your letters that it's kind of, it feels rather silly that they occasionally say postage due, don't say why, and like asking me for extra postage fees when they've just completely lost like at least a dozen letters from you. So I don't know, it was like, where did they get off? Where did they get off charging me? They should be paying me or they should be paying you. Alright, I think the next light thing, the next lightest thing is like areas where it would be gray because it's white. So like the whites of the eyes. Oh, I really gotta be careful because of this freaking ink around his eyes. And then maybe on the shirt here. And then the bottoms of his shoes. So it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I'll put a little something on there. The whites of the eyes, I think I'll do cool gray. I always think it looks nice when the gray on the eyes for shadow is a cool color. So I'll just jump straight to C2. I hate when I use a pen that isn't waterproof. Yep, I haven't had problems with this one before, but that's like, it's so bad. Why? Man, there's a lot of messages. I was so distracted by Deku's face. Let me see. Oh, they usually send postage due back to the sender, not charge the recipient. Probably because the letter card is oversized or too thick, like if it needs to be hand sorted. Yeah, I've literally spent hundreds on postage, sending 300 letters the past 10 months. Yep. It's like, what even happened? Have you gotten any letters returned to you? I've been wondering about that, because I have, for instance, my graduation invitation that I sent to my youngest sister finally got returned to me, and we live in the same city. It got returned to me like 4 months later. Like, my graduation was over and done with, and it's like the invitation was just like not a formality, but just like for the fun of sending the invitation, because of course we're in conversation, so I just invited her, you know, in person or whatever. But she never actually got the invitation, and then it finally got returned to me long after I had graduated. Okay, trying to be careful here. Not pulling the ink into the white part. Alright, that seems alright. I love doing the shading on an eye. It's so satisfying. Something, I don't know if it's because it's like realistic or what, but it's one of my favorite parts of doing a piece like this. It's extra satisfying because Deku's eyes are gigantic, so there's plenty of shadow to be added. Aw, already looking pretty good, even with the freaking smudges all over his face. So also his teeth. So I'll use this C2 for everything else. But I like to do teeth in a warmer gray. His teeth are naturally a yellow tone. So I do warm gray instead of cool gray for teeth. Let's write down what this is. E00. So for warm gray, yeah, I'll just go to W2 for that one as well. Not a thing bounced back. What the heck? They just disappeared into the ether, I guess. Or the machines completely ate them. Sorting machines. I'm gonna see. Oh yeah, you sent me the picture. What? What the heck? Ah, I see what you mean. We sincerely regret the damage. I'm looking at the picture you sent me. To your mail there in the handling. We hope this one did not realize mails. Wow. So somebody noticed. Well, at least it has an apology on it. That's crazy though. Well, I still have a few more, so I'll send you another one because holy crap. That's not like what I've gotten. So, of course, I've gotten mail or like a postcard where it's sort of like, it's ripped up a little bit, but you can smooth it down and see the whole picture. I've never seen it where it's like it took a bite out of it like that. That's crazy. I have never seen anything like that before. I'll send you another one. I want you to have the proper art. Oh, the whole chunk missing out. That's so crazy. Oh well. It is true what it says on their little apology letter, though. Like, I understand, because there's like billions of mail going through the system every single day, so it would be crazy expensive if everything was hand sorted. So, of course, it's bound to happen. I guess it's just good that something like that has not happened more often. Or at least I have not heard of it from anybody else. Thank goodness. I was going to write to you about it, but I've been busy. You've been busy? Not like I'm trying to imply that, like, what could be more important than writing to me or something silly like that, but what have you been busy with? Unless, well, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. But if you want to, you could tell me. What have you been busy with? I think the next lightest thing on this guy, got 8 minutes left, is his, I'm going to compare this to the reference image. Toner gray or neutral gray? Toner gray. I think I'm gonna go with a neutral gray for his jacket. So we'll start with N3. And this is the only place that gray color shows up, is on his jacket. I'm trying to tap around the thick lines here too, because now I don't trust the ink to be dry. I got to see my nephew. They were in town for the week for the 4th of July. And I had an extra day at work to make up for the holiday being closed. Ah. Did you have a good 4th of July? I had a good 4th of July. I took that whole week off. We just hung out on the back patio and did fun stuff together, like add-on drawings and Pictionary and having a barbecue. I'm getting confused about what's what here on this picture. Okay, so this is one of those green bands, and that's not. This is gray. And the rest, except for that button, should be gray here. Well, worst case scenario with this smeared ink, even if I can't cover it up well with colored pencil, I'll just touch it up digitally when I scan it, because I always scan everything in anyway. Was inevitably going to become a digital image and not just, boop, clean it up. Oh, right, marking these down, and I especially need to do it this time because there's no way I'm gonna finish this in 4 minutes. So this was W2. And this one was N3. I slept late enough to not be conned into a parade and avoided fireworks. That was nice. Got to see the baby, and we brought Misty to meet him too. Ah, how did Misty do with the human baby? Or maybe Misty has seen a human baby before. So Deku-kun's eyes are green. Pretty much the same color as his hair. She's got little buttons. I guess I'll do the buttons because I have only minutes left, so I don't want to do anything too big. I'm looking forward to movie night, so I want to finish on time. And yeah, I think this Y15 looks like a nice button color. Mark that one down. I doubt I'll need this yellow again, but just in case. Let that dry before I write on it. Oh, she was the most best good girl I can imagine. I know that, yeah, I didn't get to meet her in person, but oh, you always send me the cutest little videos and pictures. She seems like such a good cookie. Also looks very fluffy and snuggleable. Okay, just a couple more minutes in my streaming window, so I'm gonna be done with Deku for today. I'm just gonna resign myself to my new amount of time that it takes to draw chibis, which is 3 to 4 hours. Here's a little close-up. I don't know if it's focusing. There we go. A little close-up on how he's going so far. I don't know. I'd call the coloring maybe a third done because his hair is like most of it. His hair is like takes up just as much as the rest of him. Oh, there he is so far. Oh yeah, we had Shepherd when you were here, but he was a handful. Yes, I remember that Dougie, like an Australian Shepherd or something. Misty has the sweetest, most loving personality. Aww. So cute. So sweet. I can just imagine it. I kind of imagine her like my sister's dog, Nanu. He was like that. Just a little sweetie boy. Okay. That is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me and chatting with me the whole time. He was stubborn and he snapped. Ooh, he snapped at me a couple times. Ooh, too strong for me to handle. Yeah, Misty seems like a good match for you. Okay. That's it for today. Hopefully I can see you next week. If not Wednesday, then maybe Friday to finish this chibi up. Thank you for watching.